So when I started my YouTube channel, I had to sit down and I had to think through a few things before I even got started. And one of the main questions that I found myself asking me over and over and over again is why? Why YouTube? And why should I start a YouTube channel here in 2021? And so I wanted to just do this short video just to give my viewers, my subscribers, a little bit of behind the scenes of like the process and the reasoning why and my heart for doing YouTube. And so this is gonna be short and sweet, but I hope that it's inspiring and that maybe like it leads you to want to create a YouTube channel for yourself. And so the first thing that I had to do was ask myself, why YouTube, right? Like YouTube takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of effort and it takes a lot of dedication. And whenever you're doing YouTube on top of a full-time job, or maybe you own your own business doing media stuff and YouTube is just this other thing that you're wanting to get into as well, it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, and it's something that's very easily put to the back burner and that's forgotten about. And before you know it, it's the end of the week and you haven't created a YouTube video and time's just disappeared. And so you have to think through these reasonings of like, when things get to that point, why do I want to put forth the effort to do that? And for me, like personally, when I think through my career in video work, so I've been doing video work full time for about 6 years now. And when I first started, I didn't know anything about video stuff. I just bought a camera on eBay and said, I just want to start doing video work. And I remember that process of like when I first got started of how do I even begin? And the key place where I went to was to YouTube. And I remember watching hours upon hours upon hours of YouTube videos, just trying to absorb this information. So that way, whenever I were on a job or just doing a passion project, I knew what I was doing. Like, I'm the type of person to where I don't care to do things halfway. Like, I want stuff that I do to look good. And so I remember just sitting in front of the computer screen for hours and hours and just learning and making and repeating and watching more and more and more and more. And so as I thought through that history that I have there, because someone somewhere, right, like took the time to sit down in front of a camera and speak, I was able to develop my craft and learn about this world of video and apply that to myself. And soon, like, that grew into a passion that I had, and now I'm doing it full time, right? And so because someone took that time and that effort to do that, it made a huge impact in my life and has allowed me to do what I love to do. And so I want to be that person for someone else, right? Like, if I can just sit here and just talk to a camera for a little bit, but that ultimately leads to someone developing a passion for video and them learning and them becoming successful in what they do, like, that's my goal, right? That's my end product that I want. Like, that's what I dream of when it comes to YouTube stuff. And so I see it as a way of me to give back to the community that allowed me to grow and allowed me to learn. And so it's my way of giving back to that platform. Another reason why is that as video creators or as cinematographers or photographers or anything in the creative field, we often limit ourselves and put ourselves inside of this box that we have, right? Like, well, we see something and we go, wow, that's so cool and that's so inspirational, but I don't have that camera. I don't have that light. I don't have that grip equipment or whatever it may be. We limit ourselves, and then we say to ourselves, once we have that, then I'll be able to create that. Then I'll be able to do that. And we limit ourselves and we trap ourselves in this mindset that where we get nothing accomplished, and our whole entire like career or life is spent in this whole like questioning things and just never accomplishing anything in this world of doubt, right? Like, well, I can't create that because I don't have that. And if I don't have that, then I can't create that and make it look good. And so I also want this channel to be something that where like I get to push other people outside of that box, right? And allow them to look inside of themselves and find that creativity and find that inspiration to go out and create, whether that's with their iPhone or with a camera or with a Alexa Mini, whatever it may be. Like, whatever you have, like, I hope that I get to inspire people to go out and create and push themselves outside of that limit, outside of that mindset that I can't do that because of X, Y, and Z. You can do that, and I hope that as time goes on, that I'm able to inspire you to actually do that. And so I want to be here as a person that can inspire you, and that can be a person that, if you have questions and resources, like, reach out to me, and I would love to connect with you and figure out like ways that I can form you to be a little bit better of a creator. But also that, like, I also hope that I can learn from y'all as well. Like, I've went through many of YouTube comments, and like a lot of people on YouTube have very high level of questionings and stuff in their comments and answers. And so I hope that I can also like learn from all of you as well. And hopefully like I will become a better creator by doing this. And so that's the last thing, is that, I hope that this keeps inspiring me as well, to go out and create passion projects and work on my lighting and work on my composition and all these different things that go into cinematography. And I hope that by me creating a YouTube channel, that it allows me to create and be creative in everything that I do. And so that's all I really wanted to talk about, is like my passion for YouTube and why do YouTube. And I hope that maybe like this inspires you to do YouTube as well. But I encourage you to sit down and think through those reasonings, as well as why YouTube and why would I do that. Because if you don't have those reasonings, if you don't have that mindset of like, this is why I want to pursue YouTube, then when the viewers don't come, when the ad revenue doesn't happen, or when brand deals doesn't happen, and when you don't receive free gear and all this thing, like, you're going to quickly become burnt out, and you're not going to want to do anything at all. And so if you have those reasonings, write them down and look at them every single day. So that way you can it's on your mind all the time of like, this is why I want to do this, and this is why. It doesn't have anything to do with, being popular or famous or anything like that. Like, I just want to give back to the community that helped me become who I am today in the world of video work. And so thank you guys for joining in, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and hit the like button if you have questions or comments. Let me know in the description, or in the comment section, sorry. And in the description, you can find my Instagram and stuff like that. If you have questions, you can hit me up there as well. If that's the case, y'all have a good rest of your week, and we'll see you in the next one.